Hello and welcome to this week's video. Now I apologise for the opening sequence there that you may recognise from a video I did a couple of weeks ago, and I'll put a link up there, that I shot at Hamsterley Forest up in the northeast of England. And I did say on last week's video that I would probably be up at Sea and Beach on the northeast coast. The reason I was coming up this way is I was dropping my daughter back off at Durham University, so I knew I was going to be up this way. Now I have to say, I love Sea and Beach and I also love Hamsterley Forest, and I just couldn't get out of my head that potentially there could be some more nice shots here. It's such a huge place that I've not visited it all, and I really, while there was a chance of getting a shot before winter kicks in, I really wanted to come and just take that opportunity if I could. So I've come back to the Hamsterley Forest and I'm walking on paths that I've never been on before, and some paths are flooded, more like streams, but yeah, so I wanted to give it a go, walking some different paths and see what shots I can get today. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully get a couple of reasonable shots. It's looking pretty good so far. The weather's quite changeable. It was very rainy on the way up, but I knew that it was going to clear. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. Right, well, I hope you can see me on this one. I was having a real big problem down in the bottom of the valley. The rain stopped and we started to get a bit of sunlight, but obviously down in that deep cut, none of it was coming through. And I must have walked 4 miles. I saw a couple of shots that were possible until you tried to work out an angle and a composition and there'd be a tree in the way or something. So not really ideal. Just let me keep shooting while I'm speaking to you. So what I decided to do, I took the decision to, right, I'm going to get out of this valley and try and get a bit further up. As landscape photographers, we must be absolute nutcases. I mean, I saw from the bottom looking up, I saw a little tiny, well, it's a tree, I'm not sure, it's probably a big tree, but it's got bright yellow leaves on it and it's amongst all the pine trees. And from there I just couldn't get a shot and it just didn't look right. So what I did, I said, right, well, if I'm going to climb out the valley, I'll climb up here. So I picked what I thought was probably the least steep, but as you'll understand, all the rain that we've had recently, this is basically just wet fallen leaves on top of peaty soil that's about 50% water, and then with the occasional rock and the occasional branch under the leaves that is completely slick. So I've got about 3/4 of the way up, looked back and seen, I can still see this tree. Now what's nice about it from here is the trees on this side of the valley have all got no leaves on, and the branches are curling across, making a beautiful frame for that image, you know, with like black branches coming across. So my thought obviously was to try and get as level with it as I could, so I'm shooting straight across, which is what I've done. But then I've had to sort of shimmy my way up and down to try and get a gap through the branches. I found, I think, what the best composition I can, so I've quickly taken the shot, because I don't think that the sun is going to be out for too long on that particular tree. Certainly going to be unique, because I doubt anybody else is stupid enough to try and climb up here. I've just shot at ISO 50 and I'm at a 20th of a second f7.1. I've got the Sony A7r3 with the converter on and the Sigma 100 to 400, and I'm at about 180 millimeters, and it looks really nice on the back of the camera, I must say. I mean, for a simple image, it certainly has taken some getting though, so hopefully there's more to come. I'm going to get to the top and then start walking back in the direction I came, hopefully keep the noise of the river in earshot so that I know I'm not walking off into the woods somewhere. If I do, they'll probably find my putrefied flesh in about 3 weeks, but if not, I'll see you later. Right, now I've composed myself, just a quick update. I did get to the top of the hill there, or the side of the valley. Very steep, very slippy. Got to the top and I was expecting to, or hoping to find a path. What I actually found is just a load, well, basically a 30-metre wide section of leg breaking bloody scrub and everything else. Obviously they must have decided that that part of Hamsterley Forest is going to be the bit that's now, or very shortly, will be adorning your living rooms. I think that must be the Christmas tree area this year. So all the rubbish and the trees they didn't want and the branches they've thrown to the edge, and it was an absolute nightmare. I was going to break my leg, so I did get to the top and decided, right, I'll turn around and come back down. I did try and walk across the top for a bit, so I came down a different way. Slid 4 times on the backside, obviously, as any good photographer does, saving all the camera kit, and you know, that's the important stuff, making sure I didn't land on that. And I'm back down in the valley, and I'm going to walk back towards the car, and I'm going to try and find a composition down in the valley for this next shot. I'm absolutely, as you can see, wet through. Doesn't bode too well for my upcoming series, which you'll have to keep a watch out for. I'm just gathering kit together for a series on, I suppose you'd call it minimal kit running and gravel riding with your camera, and doing some landscape photography, because I like to keep fit and I like running, trail running, and I like gravel riding on my bikes. And also I thought, you know, potentially I can park further away than I normally would from somewhere I want to shoot, and either bike or run to that position. Might save a bit of petrol, bit of fuel and CO2 emissions. So that's going to be coming probably in the new year, when I'm probably running the Christmas pudding off. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. I'm now looking for a composition back in the valley. I need to get my breath back. Right, this shot, I was literally almost walked past it actually, and it's another really simple composition. I seem to be using a lot of sort of straight trees to frame other things today. There's a lot of obviously pine and that type of stuff in here, but there's a wonderful twisted tree, I'm not quite sure what it is, a bit further down the hill here, and these old pines really do frame it really well. So the plan is just a straight shot through the trees, using the pines at the edge as a frame. And that looks pretty good even on the back of the camera. So it's so dark in here. It's important to get all this straight and lined up. Actually, yeah, I think that'll do it there. 2 seconds, f6.3 and ISO 50 again. I'll try a couple of other combinations. Still quite dark, but I'm not surprised it's nearly dark in here. I might actually just take the ISO up a little bit. Take it up to 100, and then I think I'm happier at 7.1. 1.3 of a second. That looks pretty nice. I think we can really do something with that. I actually quite like it a little bit darker, so I'm gonna probably put a vignette around the edges of this one, only quite subtle, just so that it highlights the little bit of light that we've got coming through here. Right, I think that's me done for today. It's probably doesn't show it on the video, but it's really dull now. I was hoping to get back to the car park so that I could get back up on the top. There's quite an easy trail to get up onto the top and to get some shots of the woodland from above, perhaps with some nice sun going down. Unfortunately, as a jet goes over, unfortunately, I think the sun's already gone down, so that's not going to happen today. I'm pleased with the 2 shots that I've got. Hamsterley Forest, I absolutely love it. I'm going to have to come back again, and probably again and again. I think this is maybe one of the regular stops on my way up to Durham, so I'm really impressed with it. Love this V-shaped valley, love the contrasting trees that they've got here. It's absolutely beautiful, so I will be back. Anyway, that's me done for today. On cue, it's starting to throw it down again. I will see you for the next one. Please, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and also I would love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. You know, the more people I can get subscribed, the better. It really does help and helps the channel grow. And if you click on the bell, you'll get notified when I upload content. Right, that's me done. I'm going to get dry, drive back to Carlton-on-Trent, and I'll see you for the next one.